Hello, Michael here. Looking today at Psalm 66 for our devotion, specifically verse 12. This psalm, which may be subtitled, How Awesome Are Your Deeds? So let's go ahead and read verse 12. Thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water, but thou broughtest us out into a wealthy place. And so we turn to the treasure of David for the exposition. Thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. They stormed and hectored, and treated us like the mire of the street. Riding the high horse in their arrogance, they who were in themselves mean men, treated the Lord's people as if they were the meanest of mankind. They even turned their captives into beasts of burden, and rode upon their heads, as some read the Hebrews. Nothing is too bad for the servant of God when they fall into the hands of proud persecutors. We went through fire and through water. Trials many and varied were endured by Israel in Egypt, and are still the portion of the saints. The fires of the brick kiln and the waters of the Nile did their worst to destroy the chosen race. Hard labor and child murder were both tried by the tyrant, but Israel went through both ordeals unharmed, and even thus the church of God has outlived and will outlive all the artifices and the cruelties of man. Fire and water are pitiless and devouring, but a divine fiat stays their fury and forbids these or any other agents from utterly destroying the chosen seed. Many an heir of heaven has had a dire experience of tribulation. The fire through which he has passed has been more terrible than that which chars the bones, for it has fed upon the marrow of his spirit and burned into the core of his heart, while the water floods and afflictions have been even more to be feared than the remorseless sea, for they have gone in even unto the soul and carried the inner nature down into deeps horrible, and not to be imagined without trembling. Yet each saint has been more than conqueror hitherto, and as it has been, so it shall be. The fire is not kindled which can burn the woman's seed, neither does the dragon know how to vomit a flood which shall suffice to drown it. But thou broughtest out into a wealthy place, a blessed issue to a mournful story. Canaan was indeed a broad and royal domain for the once enslaved tribes. God, who took them into Egypt, also brought them into the land which flowed with milk and honey. And Egypt was in his purpose en route to Canaan. The way to heaven is via tribulation. The path of sorrow, and that path alone, leads to the land where sorrow is unknown. How wealthy is the place of every believer, and how doubly does he feel it to be so in contrast with his former slavery. What songs shall suffice to set forth our joy and gratitude for such a glorious deliverance and such a bountiful heritage? More awaits us. The depth of our griefs bears no proportion to the height of our bliss. For our shame we have double, and more than double. Like Joseph, we shall rise from the prison to the palace. Like Mordecai, we shall escape the gallows prepared by malignity, and ride the white horse and wear the royal robe appointed by benignity. Instead of the net, liberty. Instead of a burden on the loins, a crown on our heads. Instead of men riding over us, we shall rule over the nations. Fire shall no more try us, for we shall stand in glory on the sea of glass mingled with fire. And water shall not harm us, for there shall be no more sea. Oh, the splendor of this brilliant conclusion to a gloomy history. Glory be unto him who saw in the apparent evil the true way to the real good. With patience we will endure the present gloom, for the morning cometh. Over the hills faith sees the daybreak, in whose light we shall enter into the wealthy place. Oh, blessed be our God, who has a reward so impeccable, so mighty, so wonderful, it escapes even imagination. Lord, thou art God, and God so awesome in deeds. Bless your holy name, Lord. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.